I choose the girl.
You lying?
Damn.
I'm putting you in the waiting room.
Yo, yeah, she went away. Louis, my guy, you need a haircut.
I'm not cutting my hair. I'm not cutting my hair,
Why?
John.
Why?
I feel like
I want to
Hanson,
see
dude.
how
Get a fresh
long
cut.
I can make it.
Okay,
Nah,
yeah.
nah,
bro, you
It wasn't
need
as
a
bad as
haircut.
mine. It wasn't as bad as mine.
Bro, be just like Hanson. Get a fresh cut, man. You know.
Hey, speaking of Hanson, we got a guest this week.
Okay. Wait,
That's
not
right.
just a guest.
That's true.
Yeah,
We got
we
two
got
guests.
Multiple guests.
But they
Bro,
are
First
so.
ever.
All right, so we got
Alright.
Isaac and Hanson. Introduce yourselves. What do you guys do?
Okay, wait. Before they do, y'all just gonna skip over my introduction.
What introductions though?
Like I'm just that guy. You just kind of butt in.
We'll let Louis have his little thing. You know he doesn't usually.
All right, Louis. You know what?
What's
Go
up,
for it,
guys? It's your boy Louis back at it again with another episode of Lodgecast Season 2. You got the usual suspects, John, Oscar. Say what's up.
What up?
You know, whatever.
Oh my gosh. All right. Welcome our guest, Broke Boba Boys.
Yo.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
two-thirds of Broke Bubble.
Two-thirds
Yeah,
of the boys.
two-thirds. Yeah, two-thirds. The third
Our
one just
first guest that actually have a podcast too. So make sure you
Ooh.
guys check them out too. They're on.
Yeah, we'll link all their stuff in the
Make
Yeah,
sure- make
probably
you guys-
probably by the time this episode is out, we'll have multiple episodes. So you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bro,
listen
Calvin
all-
be
has
sure to
it.
check those out.
Yeah. So
Alright, tell
Hanson,
us-
should
Tell us about yourselves, Isaac and Hanson.
Hanson, you want to go first or should I?
He said Isaac first, so.
Oh,
why
all
don't you go?
right.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant.
Oh, whoa. I mean, okay. I mean, I can go first. So, I'm Isaac. Okay. I pretty much produce Boba Boys. I paid for
Okay.
everything. So
Oh,
like, I
yo,
paid
you pay for everything.
and we film
alright.
it. Yeah. And I play video games. I stream on Twitch time to time. You know, so you can
Ooh.
find me on
Check 'em
there.
out on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Isaac. You know.
Okay.
So it's plug in.
Hey, no
Plug.
promos, my guy.
What games do you play on Twitch? Or like what games?
I play some Valorant. I mean,
Alright.
I play some
Okay.
League too. I kind of want to stream Among Us, but
Oh,
I
alright.
haven't been streaming lately because war.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
We
Okay,
might
wait,
get into that a little later.
Isaac,
Yeah,
you
okay,
said
sure.
you said you funded and produced all of Broke Boba Boys. What are you buying? What are you purchasing?
Specifically the mics because Hanson doesn't really have a place to
Okay,
like
okay.
record.
I mean, real ones know if they watch first episode of Broke Boba
yeah,
Boys.
exactly.
they
Yo,
know
just what?
that
Hey,
Hanson
I
brings
watched
the
it.
broke to Broke Boba Boys.
I heard that
Yeah.
too.
Nah,
And
that
of
audio
course.
was pretty scuffed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
But
okay.
we've
Don't
seen
worry.
their-
Yeah, second episode audio will be better. Don't
Alright,
worry.
I've seen their setup before, and dude, their setup is nice. This is a lot cooler than ours. We're just sitting in our rooms like with the headphones on.
Well, I don't know,
Don't
you know-
downgrade us. Our setup's nice too.
Well,
Our
this-
setup's nice too. Oscar.
We're
Just your
socially
setup's
distanced, Oscar.
Oh, that's true.
Oscar, I don't know what you mean, bro. As long as it works, it works. You know.
That's facts. My bad. I
Like
shouldn't have
if
done
you guys produce quality work, you know, and I say you guys produce some quality work,
We
you know,
do
it's
produce
all
some quality work.
good. It's all good.
Okay.
All right, Hanson, what about you? What's up with you?
All right, what's up, Hanson? A fellow weeb. So
Yes,
Oh, me
sir.
too. I too am a
Represent.
Sir.
I don't really do much aside from that. I mean, I occasionally play some games, occasionally watch some anime,
Yeah, I felt that.
manga.
Yeah.
He's a
Never
professional
useful.
Finsta depression poster.
Yeah.
Professional at that.
John
He's a
knows, John
professional at that. Of
Dude,
course.
those outlines are killing him, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
bro,
Nah,
every
sorry,
time
we
I
all
talk
went
to
through
her,
it.
she's not
Yo,
online.
Isaac, is that a CTY shirt? I was just wondering.
Oh yeah, it is a CTY shirt. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, rap
Oh,
the
my
game.
God.
Stop it.
TTYD.
We're gonna geek
You
you
know
out
how
on
it is.
CTY. We're not letting this happen. Let's get into weekly.
All right. Drum roll for the
Yeah.
sponsor this week.
Okay.
Can't forget.
The sponsor is we don't got one. We still don't got
Isaac
one.
Lee.
Bro,
what?
Oh, Isaac Lee.
I
Wait a
keep
second.
streaming on Twitch, bro. Shout us out. You know how it is.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I
I'm
have
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nah.
Isaac. But unless.
Yo, I mean, I'm not
Haha,
saying no.
JK, unless.
JK, he.
All right, let's roll into the weekly update stuff.
All right, we got the weekly updates. So
Louis,
you
go
know how it
first.
is.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Put you on the spot.
So I had soccer practice last week. Well, technically 2 weeks ago. And
All right, it's a weekly update, bro. Not a
as
weekly
the
update.
defender MVP. Oh, you're right. As the defender MVP, I blocked a shot, but I blocked the shot with my face, right?
Oh, is that why you look like that right now?
Impressive, so
Oh,
impressive.
okay. Well, this is
I'm
what-
playing, bro. You know I love you.
That takes some guts, man. I respect it.
so it hits me in the lip area, right?
Yeah.
And it like cuts the inside of my lip because like I don't know, my tooth might have probably cut it.
Yeah.
So I go to show my mom, right? Like the cut inside my lip. So I go in and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened to your tooth?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Mom, it's always been like that." It's like, "Oh no, it's so crooked." I'm like, "Mom, it's always been like that." I'm trying to like show her like the lip,
Where's the story going?
and she's like trashing on my tooth. It's
Really?
Yeah.
This is
That-
what
that happened
you
to me.
you had a week to come up with it, and that's the story you decided to tell.
It's basically just saying I have crooked ass teeth. So if someone wants to hit me up with some Invisalign, I
Alright,
wouldn't
bro.
mind.
I never had to get like braces or Invisalign.
Oh,
so
shut up,
I,
Isaac.
yeah.
Bro, like,
I heard. I know this is true, but I've heard like almost all Asians have like an overbite. I do.
I have like a
I
10%,
don't
but it's
know.
nothing that's visible. So that's why
Yeah.
I don't really need.
But yeah, this is what I heard.
Oscar, let's wow us with your amazing weekly update. Then
I got y'all. All
You're
right.
gonna trash mine.
Okay. So, I spelled that wrong. Anyways, so this week people have been telling me to get this game. Okay, they're telling me for like so long. Yeah, my friends always play this game without me, but I finally get around to it. I got Minecraft. All right, I don't know if y'all heard of
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yo, Minecraft
heard
Steve
it.
for Smash.
This
Super
little
Smash
game
Bros.
called
Ultimate.
Minecraft. But I got it. I played Bed Wars for the first time yesterday.
Okay.
Dude, I've been missing out, bro. Like that game is lit. Like it's so fun. Yo, John, tell him how nice I was, John, at Bed Wars.
Okay, he was good for a beginner. We'll
Nah,
say
bro, I
that
had 3 kills. 3.
Yo,
That's-
that's
I get the
funny.
kills, but
Talk to you nice, bro.
three's good.
I was nice. I was nice at Minecraft, so I got that. I watched The Social Network. It's a pretty good movie.
that?
Yo, I recommend that
Wait,
movie.
what's a social network?
All right, so it's this movie about like Mark Zuckerberg and like how Facebook started and that kind of stuff. It was pretty good. Andrew Garfield was in it,
Oh.
so that was cool.
Oh,
You know,
so,
you
so
know,
it's like it's a
Oscar's
documentary.
sucker for those kind of like inspirational documentaries. He
It's
loves
not.
those
It's
kind of
not.
documentaries.
It ends up kind of sad, actually, low key.
Yo, where did you watch it? Like Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I like documentaries too.
Yeah,
I think-
documentaries are good. It's not even a documentary.
Yeah.
Like 40% of it is like false. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah. A lot of it is
Really?
false.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I
Wait, so
heard.
what is it? It's just a movie?
It's a
It's a
movie,
movie
basically.
about like the
Oh,
rise of
I guess
Facebook,
that's just,
how
like-
they created it, and like the conflict behind the scenes.
Yeah, basically.
I see, I see.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
cool.
it's all fake though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like most of it's fake or whatever.
Yeah. Yo, Isaac, what
Like
are
the
you
conflict
drinking?
is still real, but like they
Huh?
just dramatize.
Isaac, what are you
it so much.
drinking?
Just some Sprite.
Hey, no shout outs. Just
Right.
carbonated drink.
Right. yeah. Of course.
Okay. John, hit us
Alright.
up with your weekly update.
Okay. So, if you guys don't know, I'm a bit of a weeb, and I mean, I know it comes as a surprise for people. I don't seem as the weeb type, but I'm a bit of a weeb. And
Yeah, John's just the type to just get girls and like go to parties, drink hard.
Yo, I agree.
why did that sound
Go out
sarcastic, Louis?
party.
Why did
Oh,
that sound
I mean,
sarcastic?
because I can never.
Nah, just look at
of
John,
course
bro.
John
He's
doesn't.
obviously like a lady killer. Like, look at him. He's
Stop
out
it,
here
that's
slinging.
I
making me
agree.
blush.
Wait, does that mean
I
ladies,
agree.
ladies don't like him or that they like him?
I think they do like him. That's what it means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of course. All right, but High Q season 4 part
Oh,
2
yo.
came out.
Oof.
It's overrated.
Yo.
Overrated.
Don't speak.
Oscar,
Oscar,
you
don't
only
speak.
watched the first
Bro, Oscar,
episode.
get
Shut
out here.
up! Oh my god.
Overrated. It's about the
I'm not-
short little
I'm
kid
not
wants to play volleyball. Pass next.
Oh,
I'm not really
my-
sure how I feel about the opening though. Like I think it's
Oh,
good,
yeah.
but I feel
The
like
opening's.
the
Wait, are we talking about
newest opening?
The
Oh, I
newest
haven't
opening's
listened to it.
debatable, but like, oh my, just like watching it get animated, like, oh
Yo,
my,
for
I've been
real.
waiting like 2 years for this.
Overrated,
have
bro?
you kept
Next,
up to date
you
with
gotta hop on
manga?
some. Get yourself a real anime like Naruto. That's
Shut up,
the
Oscar.
holy.
Wait, Hanson,
That's
like,
like
up to date with what?
basic
umbrella of the
anime.
anime world.
Hanson, up to date with what?
Okay. See, I watched all of Naruto, right? But
Yeah.
you know, it does
Hey.
have its. You can't say it's like it's not that.
Nah, you
great,
know what?
okay?
I'm very biased. Okay, it's like my favorite. It's like my first anime I've ever
You know,
seen.
yeah, whenever
my first
Oscar
anime.
likes something, he takes it to the extreme. Like Kanye, Kobe, Naruto, he always takes it to the
I
extreme.
do. I do.
Yo, y'all remember when Kanye was running for president? Good time.
Oh my
Oscar,
god.
Oscar was so supportive of that.
That was
Kanye
He
still
still is. Why are you saying when he was running for president? He is.
That was still one of the better
I mean,
parts
I
of
didn't
this
see him
year.
at the
Supportive of
presidential
it.
debates, so
All right, whatever. Kanye West is the greatest
presidential
artist of
debate.
any genre, anytime. I'll die on that hill.
Rest in peace, Bach and Mozart. You said
I ain't even heard of any of them. Mozart, Schmozart, Bach, Schmuck. Next,
Bro.
Kanye for Prez.
All right, Hanson.
Oh my
What did you do this week?
Well, as you can see, I got a haircut.
Oh,
he's
yo,
looking
what got
fresh.
faded?
Fresh
Okay.
haircut.
For today, day of recording this, I had been growing my hair out since March. I had not cut it since the beginning of quarantine.
That's
So, you
Got a
know,
little
Crazy.
mullet look going
His
on.
hair was like,
Louis said
down
that's
here.
crazy, and then sweeped his hair back.
Nah, Lou, I'm not gonna lie. You need a haircut, bro.
nah, it was like
I'm not getting a haircut.
bro. I think the haircut. I think Louis has.
Why? You know how many people would kill for this hair? Like people in like who have cancer.
Oscar,
Like you know how many
who,
people would kill
once?
for that hair?
Yeah. Out of
Oscar,
pocket.
you gotta
Oscar,
chill.
I'm gonna
pocket
need
for
to
that one.
calm
Alright,
down
out
there
of
for a
pocket
second.
for that one.
buddy, buddy.
Make a
Out
note.
of pocket.
Post production. Cut that out.
No, out of pocket for that
Oscar,
one.
bald looks good too. I mean, not
Hey,
on me because I have like
when
this
I did the
huge
buzz cut,
forehead.
it was like, whew.
Oh
you
yeah,
know
when
the
John
buzz
cut his
cut.
hair.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to cut you off. Like I didn't want to associate like myself with
Oh,
Fake,
that.
fake.
You know what
John,
I
don't
mean?
even listen
damn,
to them. They look
dude.
good. They look good.
Like I'm not saying my friendships
I know I
are
look
like
good. Thank
based
you, Oscar.
on
You know, Louis,
looks
don't speak anymore. Louis, I don't want to hear
because
any
I'm
more.
friends with
I don't wanna hear
Oscar,
any more.
obviously.
Oh my. Okay.
But
Oh
like,
my god.
you know, that was a little much.
All right, bro. Can we let the guests talk, please?
Sorry, Isaac. Would you like to enlighten us?
Oh wait, what? I thought. Wait, Hanson, you're done already? That was it?
I don't have an eventful
We're
life.
done with
Yeah.
Hanson.
That was unfortunate.
Moving on.
Hey,
Um,
a haircut is a great thing, Hanson.
Yo,
Be proud of
honestly,
it.
I agree. The haircut's still looking fine.
You look good.
Yeah, it looks good. Honestly.
So,
Okay.
what's good? What's good with you? What's happening?
I mean, I didn't really do too much this week besides like going over the recording for for episode 2 of our podcast.
Oh, hey, we're on their podcast right now. You don't
That's
gotta.
true. But I mean, I couldn't. I'm not plugging it. I'm not plugging it in.
I
I'm
didn't
just
want to
like,
say it.
I'm not plugging it in. I'm just like saying. I'm just trying to think of what. I mean,
Hanson
Thank
is the
God
voice of the
somebody said
people.
it.
I
I'm
mean,
playing.
I guess. Do you guys know what Genshin Impact is? Like,
Oh,
it's a
I
new
know.
game. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard
It's
about
like
it.
Breath of the
Oscar
Wild,
doesn't
but with like
know.
anime. That's
That's
I've
tight.
pretty much been like grinding that the whole week.
Okay,
Besides,
word.
like,
Binging
besides
that?
like working
So
on
he a
like school
gamer
and stuff.
He
Yeah.
a gamer.
I think we established that with Twitch. You know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you
I mean,
guys
that's- yeah.
you guys are freshmen, right? Or not? God, what am I saying? You guys are
we're
sophomores, right?
No, we're sophomores.
Wait. They're still freshmen in my mind, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I said that. They're like freshmen in my head.
Bro.
All right, what is sophomore like? What is sophomore year like so far?
I think Hanson has some stuff to say about that one.
I mean, okay. I mean, I feel like I've gotten most of it out of my system, but like as usual, outlines not very great.
Yeah, everyone knows the pain, bro. The
Yeah,
outline
everyone
suck.
knows this. Been
Not
established.
Louis. He had Griggs.
What? I still
Oh,
did
yeah,
my
so
I
outline.
too. Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna do my outlines though. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
they
not
didn't
like-
help at all because, like,
I feel like that's the only thing that's gonna help in
I
Greg's
feel like
class.
it does help in that it boosts your average because like it
Yeah,
counts
yeah,
as-
for sure.
and
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. Like
I don't want to
especially-
slander Co's class too much because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
so.
he is really nice.
Code. I heard a lot about Code. Yeah.
Wait, are you guys full remote or you guys go every other day?
I'm full remote.
Yeah.
full remote.
I'm day A hybrid.
Oh, that's cool.
What day am
Yeah.
I? I think I'm day B.
Yeah.
We got
I mean, I don't-
3 remote kids here. Freaking just get a better immune system.
Like,
what?
honestly,
facts,
bro,
bro.
we're just built different.
Bro,
for
nah,
real.
okay. You want to talk about immune system? Okay. Last time I went to China, I got sick one day. Okay.
Yo, how long ago was this?
Huh?
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was like 2 years ago.
Oh, all
Okay,
right.
Don't worry. It wasn't recent.
Don't worry. Okay, yeah. So I got sick one day, right? Like I woke up, I felt like pretty bad.
Mhm.
I had some medicine, like took a
Yeah,
nap.
yeah.
By the afternoon, I was fine.
Is that
Hey, no,
herbal
no,
tea?
wait,
Is that
no,
herbal
no,
tea
no, no,
medicine,
no, no,
bro?
no.
It does wonders.
My hands
Well, that's
your
just
immune system's
China
still weak
having
from getting
some
sick in
crazy
the first
medicine.
place.
Have you
Bro,
guys
it was China.
ever had like
Have you
herbal?
seen the air there, bro?
Have you guys had herbal tea before? Like,
Oh
course.
yeah,
dude,
I
that's
have.
nasty. It's so bad.
bro. My dad has like packets of like stuff he puts into
Mm.
the pot for medicine.
Nah,
and
Oh
it's, like,
yeah,
like,
me too. I got that too. Yeah.
antlers and
Herbal
stuff.
tea is
It's
good,
gross.
Oscar. I don't know what you're talking about.
It
Are we drinking the
depends
same
which-
herbal
Yeah,
tea?
it depends on what tea.
Ah, that's true. That's true. You
Yeah.
could have
Nah,
some
like-
really fire.
Like some of
herbal
that
tea.
nasty.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm
some of
talking
that,
about
like-
like it's like dark brown. It's like kind of
Oh.
bitter smell.
Oh
to it.
yeah.
Are you drinking?
When
What
the
tea
you
are
could
you
like
drinking?
see stuff in there. It's weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's nasty. That's
bro.
nasty. Yeah,
Yo, what
All
teas are you guys drinking? I don't think you guys are drinking tea.
bro. Whatever my tea dad makes me, man.
All right, so you guys were freshmen 2 years ago. But,
One
like,
year
No,
ago.
1 year
1 year
ago.
ago.
Oh my
You were a
God.
freshman
Bro,
too.
Just ignore what I said. Okay, but you were a freshman, and
Yo, get us a new host.
your year kind of like got cut because of the virus and stuff. So like, how do you feel about that? Like, you feel like you were missing out, or like what?
I mean, I definitely felt like I missed out because like
What are they?
they.
What do regular freshmen do that like they're missing out? It's not like
Well,
they're
I mean, not
you know,
missing out. I
you're a
meant like
freshman at a party, Oscar.
I meant like it's because like
How
I
do
had
you
to
know?
stay
We're
at
very
home.
sociable.
Bro.
I mean,
Uh,
we don't get invited to parties. Like
Bro,
that's
that's okay.
so-
Me neither, man. But Hanson gets
Parties
invited
are
to parties.
overrated. Parties are
No.
overrated anyways.
No, Hanson. I mean,
Okay, guys. So you guys, we're a year older than you guys, right? So kind of like your elders, your senpai.
Oh my, stop that.
Yo, no, you're my senpai.
Hey,
Yo,
yo,
it is
senpai.
senpai.
Yo.
You are my senpai.
Dude,
how, like,
you've been watching way
Lucy
too much
Mia,
anime.
I always want to be called senpai. You know, like that's literally Louis right now. He wants to be called senpai so
Bro,
bad.
Louis, I'll do it, Louis. Is that
No,
what you
let me
want?
let me ask my
Louis
question.
senpai.
So who's your favorite out of us three?
That's a good question.
Bro,
No
you
pressure.
gotta make me choose? Hold up.
No
I know you
pressure.
got an
mean,
answer.
hold
in
on,
your head,
hold
Isaac.
on. I'm just saying,
Mm.
keep this in mind. Next year, when I'm a senior and you're a junior, I'm probably going to be volleyball captain. So just keep that in
Yo,
mind as you say your
he's
answer.
true,
today.
he's
Bro,
true.
you
That's
for,
true,
you
that's
for real
true.
gonna listen to this dude blackmailing you right now?
Oscar,
I'm not blackmailing. I'm not
Oscar's gonna be,
blackmailing. I'm just
Oscar's gonna
saying.
be like, yo, I'm host, I can kick you guys if you don't pick me.
That's true. I can do
Don't
that.
give him ideas, Louis.
Oh shoot. Oh, shoot.
All right, so 10 seconds.
Uh,
10,
Are
9,
we going like at the same
8.
time?
Are we
Wait,
going
hold
at
on.
the-
10,
yeah?
9, 8,
Yeah, same time.
7,
yeah, okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
John.
John.
Let's
Bro,
Okay,
what?
no.
Hold up.
Let me explain. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an
Hey, like-
explanation too.
Hey,
John, I've known the
hold on.
longest.
First, let me just say, you guys are on varsity next year. I got you guys.
Oh, okay.
God. Dude,
My school's volleyball
I know,
program is
let me
kind of
get on with the
iffy, so.
explanation, though, alright. See. John, I've known the longest, and like John, I've done the most things with, right?
whoa.
Volleyball with him, you know,
Pause.
like the same clubs. But like, don't let that get the two of you down, you know. The rest of you,
All right,
like,
Hanson. I'm a
see,
rock
like,
with you.
Yeah,
I've
I
known John the
concur,
longest,
you
and
know.
it's obviously like gravitating to it, but like I'm saying, if you guys want that top spot, you know,
You just gotta kill
I can
John.
be convinced.
Yo,
Who said that?
But, hey,
Oscar,
John,
that's messed up,
No,
bro.
don't, yo.
Back to my I shouldn't have said that.
the big captain, you should be able to keep your spot.
Work.
All right, drop it in the comments.
true,
Pick your
that's
favorite
true.
member and pick correctly this time, okay?
There's a correct
did pick
answer.
correct.
There's a
Correct answer?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
me. They
all right, so
chose the
going back
correct
to what we talked about, like post pre-coronavirus life, right?
You just keep people rising like that though.
What? Oh, my bad. I thought you guys had the same answer because John. he
I
said
mean, it
concur.
was pretty much the same answer.
Yeah,
but I
Hanson.
mean, like,
No, I'm playing.
I'm just saying, like,
My bad. I shouldn't have skipped
mean,
that.
yeah.
I'm rushing a little bit.
you know, I played with John. I played a lot of volleyball with John. Like, for,
What?
Hanson,
I played
Hanson.
because like morning volleyball back when that was a thing, Sunday volleyball, and then like just like at school and stuff too. So I feel like I spent the most time with John. But I mean, like
The volleyball grind hit
Damn.
different,
But
bro.
Oscar and Louis, bro. Now that I'm spending time with you guys, it's getting closer.
Yo,
It's getting closer.
chill,
It's getting
chill, chill.
it's kind of homing in, John.
I'm
you
still
know,
your
you
wushu teacher. I'm
Wait,
still
yeah,
Isaac,
you're
I'm
right.
so
You're right. You're
confused.
still my favorite right now.
Because like the more time I spend with John, the less I seem to like him. Like that's kind of crazy. That like you kind of feel differently. Like it's
I'm not,
interesting.
like,
It's an
so
interesting
up and
perspective
down,
that
but
I
I'm-
value. But like
Nah, it's like
don't really
the
find a
law of
Louis.
diminishing returns. You feel like you can
Louis.
only get so much from being friends with John.
I agree.
Nah,
I
nah.
agree.
At a certain
So, like,
point, it's like, what am I doing?
it's like
Louis,
who-
yesterday
who is this
I
guy?
had like some stuff I had to bother people with, and I was about to call you, and I was like, oh wait, my boy has got the SAT camp tomorrow. I gotta let him
Oh, he
focus
did.
and rest
He
up,
did
and I
suggest
didn't,
this, yeah.
and I didn't call you, and I called other people. Oh, screw you, man! Next time I'm just call you and annoy the heck out of you.
Oh no.
Nah, John's a real one.
Okay.
See, this is why Oscar's higher than Louis on my rankings.
That's not
It
true.
goes me, Oscar, then Louis. Favorite members of Lodge,
What? Oh, I mean, you always gotta back yourself.
of course. All right,
Wait,
Oscar,
Oscar.
hit us with the question. Hit us
All
with
right, so the question is, you guys have experienced like post-coronavirus, like you know what happened and stuff. So if you had a button where you could basically press it and go back like to March before this pandemic thing started, and like this pandemic thing just never started, and you would live like your freshman life, like would you press the button?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Really?
I mean,
getting
yeah.
a little deep.
I mean,
Well, I
like,
mean,
How come?
yeah.
actually, I don't know because I've gotten closer to like a lot of people like over quarantine because like like online, like we're not
Yeah.
in person as much.
Mhm, for sure.
So like I feel like there's definitely benefits to both.
Mhm.
But honestly, like I mean, if like so when we press the button, are we like going back all the way? Like the deaths are all like revived or something?
Oh wait, I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
All right, forget
wait.
about like not forget,
Like,
but like let's
Like,
just
is it like
Like
is
focus like personally, like
Yeah,
like
personally.
So,
on you.
just like
Wait,
like a simulation, like you go back.
yeah?
basically
Is
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
is it like
Okay,
you go
okay.
back and like afterwards the virus like never happened?
Yeah, the virus just never
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah,
okay, that makes alright. I mean,
Just like
uh,
personally.
Yeah, personally.
honestly, like with the amount of people I've met, like from like being on Discord, because like I met like a whole like community, like brand new community of people through like Discord, and they're like a lot of them are like my really good friends now. So I don't think I could press it. I don't think I would because I like
Yeah, I actually feel the same because like I've started talking to like a lot more people now,
Mhm.
like online, and like also because like if quarantine didn't happen, I would have had to take the geometry regions.
yo true. I would have to take some regions. I would have to take some tests, man.
Oh
Nah.
yeah, I kind of bunked that,
Yeah.
but
Wait, you know what's really interesting though? I'm kind of like the opposite of you guys. Like, cause like, you guys got a lot, like, made a lot more friends in quarantine. But for me, at least, like, I talked with a lot less people in quarantine. Like, I wouldn't say that like my close friends obviously remain the same, and I still talk with them. But I would say a lot of like those surface level friends, and like and even like medium level friends, like I lost contact with a lot of them. I would say
Yeah,
actually.
that happened to me too.
That's
That's
just
why I'm like,
random, though. Like, it's
yeah, I
happened
like,
to me.
yeah, I think it's really debatable about like if that button were to exist, like about pressing it, because like, yeah, the same thing happened to me. Like a lot of people who I did want to talk to more, I like wasn't allowed to because
Mhm.
school was pretty much the only thing connecting us. And if I wanted to get closer friends with them, I would have to talk to them.
yeah.
But the coronavirus happened, and then we all had like quarantine.
Yeah.
And
Yo.
yeah, you just lost those chances. I understand that. Yeah.
You know what's got me mad conflicted though?
Well,
Like, if quarantine didn't happen, would Lodgecast exist?
That's what I was thinking.
With
Okay,
what?
shut up. No, you weren't.
Oh, Logicast.
I was gonna say, how do you know what I'm thinking?
Okay, you can just copy my thought, sure.
all
Just
right,
like
guys.
every other.
All right, guys.
I was gonna say that too.
Let's keep the marriage arguments in
Anyways,
private, okay?
So like in my mind, I already made up the decision. Of course, I would go back in time. Of course, I would like screw coronavirus and like just lead on with my regular life. But then, what about Lodgecast?
Wait.
What about the boys?
Wow.
I was thinking no because I actually like made a lot of like even though I talked about like losing a lot of like losing contact with a lot of people, I would say like I made a lot of personal growth at least, I think. And like yeah, I would just say like there was a lot of personal growth in quarantine. Like both like personality and like knowledge wise and like maturity wise, I would
Mhm.
say. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like Oscar, like I did a lot of thinking in quarantine.
Yeah. So I wouldn't press the button. Like I agree, John. Like I feel like personally, I thought about a lot and like I grew, like I matured. What am I saying? But yeah, I feel like I grew mentally and I matured a lot. So I wouldn't press the button. And honestly, like
Isaac Hansen. Do you guys think you guys have grown in quarantine?
yeah, that's a good question.
No,
Yeah,
'cause,
I
like,
mean, I think so.
like you talk about these kind of like what if situations, like at first when if it's like going back on something, you're like obviously yeah, but then like when you think about it more, like you can't really like imagine what things would have been like because like
Yeah,
things
for
have changed
sure.
so much,
Yeah.
so, like,
Mhm,
it's kind of
definitely.
hard to imagine and like since like you already did so many things, it's like you'd rather just keep it that way, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I-
like, you need
definitely.
to like take that all back, you know what I mean?
Like, I just think because of quarantine, a lot of people had time to themselves, and they got to like really reflect on like what they could
sure,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think like that's helped a lot of people like grow. And it's also me. Like I thought a lot about like myself during quarantine, like
Mhm.
what I should be doing.
Do you guys think you guys have seen like a significant amount of like personal growth from like the start of high school to like now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
How,
like-
yeah.
How so?
I gotta think about this one. Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go
Yeah,
first
yeah.
because I
Alright.
think I personally have to. Like for me at least, like from like sophomore year to junior year, I haven't changed. I don't think I've grown. Like obviously, I'm continuously growing, but like I think my biggest growth was from freshman to sophomore year, where by sophomore year, I just became a lot more like comfortable with like who I am, and I was just like I just like cared a lot less about like what other people thought, and I was just like I'll just do my thing, and like if people don't like me, that's their problem, and I don't have to be friends with them. I'll just be friends with people who like me for who I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that definitely like makes sense.
Definitely. Like,
Do you guys ever like I guess this sort of plays into the question, but like you read text from like maybe like a year or 2 years ago, and you're like, yeah, I would never say that now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that all the time.
And like you like
All
kind
the
of cringe
time.
at it, right?
Yeah,
It happens to me a
I have-
lot.
yeah. I reread some text and it's
All right, but
what was I doing?
but I guess expand on what your answers are gonna be though.
Yeah, so like for me, at least in the beginning of like early high school, like late middle school, like I was still like very, like self-conscious, like closed within myself. Like I didn't reach out to other people. But I think like after like high school, I got into high school, I joined some clubs
Mhm.
and like I was able to interact with like you guys and like other upperclassmen that like actually like talked to me a bit.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, like even if I don't have friends, like maybe as many friends at my grade level, like just reaching out like a little bit, I could like find other people I can actually talk with.
For sure, yeah.
After that, like I started like reaching out like to other people a lot more. Like I'm still like pretty like quiet and like closed, I guess,
Mhm.
like reserved.
Yeah.
But like I've made like a lot of progress, like actually like talking to other people,
Mhm.
especially like okay, yeah. So like during the volleyball season, I had this girl I liked. So
Me too.
I think-
Yeah.
I think in middle
Excuse
school,
me?
I would like not have done anything about it, and I would just like kept to myself.
Mhm.
But I think after I started like not caring as much,
You went for the
I'm just
bread.
like I was like, yeah, like no, okay, so like if I'm gonna do this, I'd rather just do this instead of having regrets about it. So I just
Yeah, for
went
sure.
for it. Like I was rejected, but of course, that's fine. If they don't agree with it, then of course you gotta respect the boundaries. But I think
Yeah,
at the end-
Louis, take
Teach
notes.
Oscar. Wait, what?
Bro.
Yo, they just went after each other.
Hold
No,
up.
well, I think that's mad. Like mad respect.
That's
man.
cool, bro. Yeah,
Mad respect.
that's dope as hell.
That's love.
I mean, is that all you have to say, Anton?
yeah, that's
Okay.
mostly
Why did
Yeah.
that sound so aggressive?
I think-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Hanson.
You
No,
didn't say
no. I thought
anything,
you had more. I thought you had more. I don't want to cut people off, you know.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
I
understand.
want to hear how you grew though. How did you
Okay,
grow, Isaac?
well, I feel like I also did grow a lot, like socially, because I used to be like pretty shut in 8th grade. I didn't really like talk to too many people. Like I only really had like stayed in my one group, and like when I went to high school, I didn't really expect to change that. I didn't think I'd be like I thought like I'd be talking to you guys maybe a little bit, like catching up since you guys went to high school and stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I would like go anywhere past that. But like during like freshman year, I was like talking a lot to like juniors and like seniors and stuff. Like, there,
Damn.
yeah, and like I
I
feel
thought
like
you thought you were so cool, Isaac.
John, that was John. John, you were
no,
No, that is cool though.
that's John in freshman year.
no, I don't know what I mean. I felt so lame. Like
Hey,
I'm
low
not
key
talking to
that
anyone in my
was.
grade. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, and then yeah. I feel like I grew a lot more. Like I
Yeah.
got a little more self confident, but like not really all that much.
That's
So,
cool.
I mean, that growth is growth, you know.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I feel like I like also like Hanson, I stopped caring a lot more too, like, I mean, I didn't like, I would want to.
God damn it.
Sorry, my bad.
Oscar.
Ooh.
It's good, Isaac. Just keep talking.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I didn't think I would really grow that much, but I mean, I feel like substantial growth from like freshman year.
Yeah.
So are you guys happy with like what's like where you are right now, I guess, or are you hoping to like make some more growth like in the future?
I mean,
think
I can see I'm satisfied, but like there are definitely things like I want to like change.
Yeah, I definitely think
Yeah.
I still have room for like a lot of growth.
What about
I
you,
think that's
Louis?
just, like, for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, physically, I haven't grown in like 3 years, so.
Oh no!
I feel you, Louis. I feel you.
Dude, I remember
I feel
in
you,
middle
Louis.
school. I remember middle school. I think Louis was either taller than me or we were the same height, and I was like, I felt short,
Thanks.
but now I'm like normal height, and Louis just the same
I've
Louis.
fallen behind. I got some Giants friends now. It's all good. But honestly, from
Lakuta has
time
so
I've
much
entered
height.
high school till now, I don't think there's been like a significant like growth or change.
Mhm.
I've definitely changed, and people say that I've matured. I don't really know what that means. I think it's just because like I don't know, my voice got deeper or something. Like,
Oh,
but like I like how you guys said like how you guys like grew more self confident and like you started to care less about what other people think about what other people think. Honestly, I've grown less self confident, bro. Like from the time I've entered high school till now, I've I've gotten a lot of feedback and I've gotten a lot of like insight on what my flaws are, and I think that's important. I think that's a good first step to improving and to growing. But I don't know. I still have those flaws now, so I can't say that I've changed or grown that much. But
But you're working on it.
yeah, I'm working on it.
Like I said, growth is
Identifying
growth.
like the flaws is like already like a good step towards improving. So
Yeah, I would agree. I mean,
Yeah,
doing all you can do is like all you can do, right? So
Yeah, I think like the biggest thing is that like Louis like receptive to that feedback. Like there's so many people who are unwilling to even hear like what's wrong
Yeah.
with them.
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of people aren't willing to listen to like what people think like are their
Exactly.
for sure,
flaws.
yeah.
And they never grow, and
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I like that's why I think like Louis definitely due for growth because like he's willing for that. He's like willing to like make that change,
Yeah,
which is like I don't know. I have faith in you, Louis.
Me too.
Thank you.
All right, Oscar, what about you then? Oscar, what about you? I want to hear about you.
Thank you. I think
Nah. Now I kind of don't want to hear about you.
you.
I think I definitely have. I think I kind of can relate to what Hanson, Isaac, and John were saying. Like, I was like super self conscious, and I would think a lot about what other people were thinking of me, and I would like kind of like switch up and try to act differently around different people. But I think I've come to the realization that like like it's like it's like tiring to like put up a facade of like acting different in front of like different people, and like you should just like like act like you should just be cool with who you are. You feel like. And like
Well, Oscar, I have a question for you then.
yeah, what's
If
up?
you were like since like you were always like changing like who you were based on like the people you were with, did you ever have like trouble like when you became more comfortable with stuff, did you have trouble finding like who you actually were instead of like
Yeah,
just-
so like I think I mentioned this before, but like just stuff like I was like I had like trouble feeling like figuring out like how I felt about certain things because like there's a side of me that was like you should feel this way, and there's a side of me that felt like but you should feel it this way too. So like it was like tough to like sort of like figure out like but how do I really feel?
So
Which kind of-
how did you figure that out?
I think it just takes
Yeah.
time of like being comfortable with yourself and like just spending a lot of time with yourself and like sort of like not thinking too much about it. Definitely.
yeah, I think
And-
a big part of like gaining more confidence is like actually like ignoring parts of like yourself that keeps telling you that you're not good
Yeah,
enough.
for sure.
For me, definitely like in my process of like becoming more confident, it was like a lot of like lying to myself actually.
Mhm.
I'll,
Take
like,
it till you make it. I like that mentality.
Yeah, but I mean it worked for me, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I think also like when you find other people who you can like sort of relate to and like you see other people going through sort of like the same things that you are, like people are like struggling with like self-consciousness and stuff like that, like you see like like everybody like thinks of these sort of things and it's just like trying to like get through it, you feel, and like not listening too much. Also recently, like our most recent episode, like where John was telling me like not telling me, but we were talking about it, he was like you're pretty like weak-minded, and like which is true because like I would like whenever I would like mess up one time, like I would just like kind of like freak out and be like,
Well, that's
yeah,
not our most recent episode, though.
it
It's
is
the
no?
most recent one that we recorded.
Oh, it's
The most recent one that we recorded.
season in episode 1 of season 2 we talked about that, right? And I felt like recently, like I would mess up, but I think most importantly is just like realize you mess up and then just like keep your head up and like just look for the next like
Yeah.
like what's coming next instead of like
Mhm.
and also like learn
don't
from
dwell in the past too much.
yeah like learn from it, but don't relive it, you feel. So
Yeah, also like seeing like role models and like people like on YouTube, like YouTubers,
Mhm.
like people that have made it, like seeing that they also like go through that kind of stuff and like they talk about it.
yeah,
You feel like, oh, like they've made it, so and
like
they
I can
also
do it too.
feel the same. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can do it too, as long as
Yeah, I
you
feel
guys-
like
Oh, you guys, like, sorry.
yeah, I feel like everyone here like is like growing, and like however fast like each like person grows, like everyone grows at different rate, but like growth is growth, and like
Yeah, no, for sure.
no, I think you guys should like give yourself like a pat on the back for it, like
Thank you, Isaac.
so
I
yeah,
think
no problem,
I
yeah,
think you should too, Isaac.
yeah,
You too, Hanson.
let's all give
You
pat on the back,
give
yeah.
a pat on the
No,
back.
I like I think like everyone like growth is good, and making yourself a better person every day is something I do believe in too. So
That's so wholesome.
I think it's like the baby steps that add up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's small
yeah,
steps each
that makes
day.
sense.
Yeah. Do you guys? I was gonna ask like so. Hanson mentioned the. I'm very sorry. Hanson mentioned the like the thing with like you see like people on the internet or like people you sort of look up to, like this is not really related to personal growth, but just a question I have. Like, do you guys feel like you're more like drawn to people who are like if you like Asian influencers? Like, are you like more drawn to them? Like,
Yeah, I think yeah, because like when you first see people, it's like, and like if I see like an Asian person, I'm like, oh, like I can connect to them to
Yeah.
probably like a
Yeah.
certain degree.
Mhm.
I agree.
Because like usually like when you were little, like you didn't see like a lot of Asians on screen. So
Mhm.
like the moment you saw one, you're like, oh, like I want to know more about them, right?
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
now, like especially like now that there are more, you're like, oh, like there's more like people like me doing stuff that's
Yeah.
like cool. So
Yeah,
I
and
think
it's like so much different stuff too, like music, like
yeah, like
being in
all of
movies,
it.
being in TV shows, which is really cool. So, okay.
I think what's something that's really interesting though is that like our community is very majority Asian, which is
Yeah.
really like
Yes, it
different
is.
I
It is
was like,
incredible.
I think it's
outside of
like
our
also like
community.
really healthy for us too.
when I moved here, like in 6th grade, I was like, whoa, I've never seen so many Asians in like one place. It really
I
surprised
can
me.
relate to Isaac so hard right now.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? There's people
But
like
actually,
more
Louis,
people like
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I've never heard Louis talk about this. Talk about it for a second.
Bro, I lived in white supremacist Florida for 7 years. Moving here was a culture shock,
Really?
bro.
It was
I mean,
like,
it's not actually white supremacists. It's just white people, you know?
I never really understood that like they're like Asians were a minority until like maybe like middle.
Because you were
Like,
born in
8th grade.
Chinatown, man.
I was like I've been surrounded by Asian
You were
people like my
immersed in
entire
that
life.
culture.
Yeah, I
in that
was. So
community.
like
No, I know what you
I
mean,
thought
Oscar.
yeah, so I thought like Asian people were just like Asian Asian people are everywhere. But like that's not
Yeah.
true, I guess.
Like
Yeah.
it,
I was
I
the
feel
only Asian kid in my school, bro.
bro.
Yeah,
like I
see
think
a lot
that's
about
kind of good though. Like having that experience early on. Like I think like when me and Oscar go out into the world, like even though obviously we know we're gonna be expecting like majority white, it's still gonna be like somewhat of a shock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, I still can't picture it. Like going to
Yeah,
college and like
like-
seeing like oh, there's a lot of white people. Like I can't really picture it, but I mean, I think it'll happen though, obviously. So
Yeah, it's definitely like a good experience, you know.
yeah, no. So speaking of college, how you guys feel about that?
Okay, I have a question. Are you guys more excited or like scared for college?
for me, like
Scared.
the like going to
Scared?
college is more exciting, but the process of
Oh no,
applying to
Yeah.
we're not talking about the process. Just like
But yeah, I
you're
think
already into
being there
college.
is like exciting for me because like it's like a whole new like environment and like you experience like a ton of new things. 'Cause, like for me, especially like during quarantine, I got tired of a lot of like constant things I have here in my life right now. Like, obviously, there's still things I enjoy, but I feel like immersing myself in a completely new place would be like a good
I
experience.
totally understand what you mean.
That I think that's like a really healthy approach. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I'm actually the opposite hands. Like I feel very comfortable, and like I
Yo,
don't
same.
Oh, you know,
like
I totally get that though.
like when I'm comfortable, like I don't want to change anything.
hmm
I think for
like-
me it's like that, but like for certain specific things.
I
Because,
think
like,
Would you
yeah,
like to elaborate,
But
yeah.
yeah.
or if it's like
Yeah.
too
Go ahead.
personal?
Oh yeah. So, like here, like living here, see, like I moved to this area when I was like 2.
Oh wow,
Like so I've stayed
Oh.
here for like a really long time.
yeah,
So when I see like other people like talk about like college and like the process of becoming an adult and like going to universities,
Mhm.
like, it really fascinates me because like it's like a whole like a variety of different people and like even like the bad experiences you can learn from. So like I was like really curious about that. So I'm like really, I guess, like looking forward to, but like also at the same time content with what I have.
Mm.
So when I think about going to college, I think it's like it's a good process, but I also know like you have to work for it. So that like
Yeah,
that
for
part.
sure.
Yeah.
yeah. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Like you go ahead.
No, you go. I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm just collecting my thoughts, you know.
Oh, all right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go for it, Oscar. Yeah.
I can totally relate. Like, I feel like the process of like going to college, not like applying to college, like if I'm gonna get into a good college, like that's scary, you know. Like, which I think everyone thinks about that kind of stuff. Like, where am I gonna go?
Yeah, I think like most of our like I think I would say for like all 5 of our parents, like because this is also something that was discussed on your first episode. Like our like parents are all pretty like strict and like
Yeah.
pretty like want us to do like it comes from a good place though. You know what I mean? Like they want us to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
I mean,
wait,
we'll get into that a little bit more, but
wait, I actually want to ask that now. Like I actually have a question. Like
we can go into it now.
you guys like talked a lot about like how like your parents were like very like overbearing back then. Like when you were children, like you guys got sent to like a bunch of prep places and all that, whatever, right? And like you lose your Chinese New Year money and like you never get it back, right? But like I was wondering like are they any different now that you're in high school?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I could say a lot because my mom was a single mom for raising us, like most of the time. Yeah, and like she really felt the pressure because not only did she have to work and like care for us, and like she had to like come home and like kind of get annoyed at us for like being crappy kids, you know. And
Yeah.
it's just like I understood like a lot of the pressure, and like I like now that I'm in like high school and stuff, you know, I've matured a lot more, you know. Like I understand why she was like that back then.
Mm.
Like back then, like sending us to prep school, like she did that because like John said, it was like from a good place, you know. She's just really worried about our future, and like you know, she didn't really like, know what to do because you know, obviously, parenting is a new thing for like every adult, you know, when they have
Yeah,
kids,
for
and
sure.
like especially since she became like a single mom, like you know, she's obviously like really paranoid about everything that she had to do,
Yeah.
and like yeah, now that like I have my stepdad, you know, she's definitely like mellowed out a lot more, you know,
Mm.
and yeah, a lot of the pressure will leave off for her, and I think that that's a really good thing because you know she definitely needs a break after like what 11 years of just like dealing with us by herself, you know. And,
That's a really cool way of thinking about it.
yeah.
What are you, Henson?
Yeah, so for me, like I was actually a pretty crappy kid, you know. So, like, because like most
Yo,
of it,
same, you know.
I can relate.
childhood
Yeah.
ignorance. So like when you're like 5, 6 years old, you don't really understand. You're like, oh, she sent me to school. School bad. I don't like.
School no fun, just like vegetables. School no fun.
So, but then like at like a certain point, like middle school, high school, like you start to realize like, oh, like that stuff actually has value, you know. So
Yeah,
then
for sure.
like so I've definitely like learned to appreciate it.
Mhm.
Like yeah, so now I think she's definitely like after I showed them that like I've started changing like for the better, like you know, like talking to more people, like working towards school,
Mhm.
like showing effort. I think they've definitely like mellowed out more. So I think it's definitely like a process, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you show that you're like you've grown, that you're mature enough to handle yourself, like they begin to like let off.
Yeah, definitely.
I
So,
think I think like that's the best thing for kids to do, you know, like to let their parents be more relieved because no, it's so stressed out about everything, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
I
the
definitely
good
agree.
thing is like for me, my parents used to think like I didn't have many friends, like I would be like rude towards other people.
Yeah,
So
same.
like
Oh my
once I
God.
started like thinking about what I actually did, you know, like realizing like actions have consequences, especially like in middle school when I was like thinking about myself a lot.
Mhm.
And they started like, oh, okay, so he's talking to people more, he's like doing more social activities. So they started like realizing that I was changing. So then it's like calm down and, you know, let me do more things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your parents just wanted to like see the growth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like adolescence is just probably the hardest part for parents, you know.
John, do you have anything to say about
Yeah.
that? Like a subject of like, you know, growing like your parents and
Well, I think my parents mainly just leave me to my own devices. Like I think I've just like I don't know, I've just been like put in that like work ethic. I guess like work ethic. Like I've just like I don't know, like my parents just taught me to like work hard like that. And so like after like teaching me like the values, they've let me like do my own thing, I think.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
That's crazy.
I think John shows that like it paid off too.
Yeah, it definitely.
I
But
think it's
the thing is, like, I feel like okay, at least for me, like my mom, like, definitely like try to instill those values in us too. But like sometimes they just like don't like take place like right away. You feel like
yeah, yeah,
I guess
Yeah.
how was that for you? Like you just like automatically understood like okay, like this is my job, like this is what I have to do, and I'm gonna do it like
Oh,
very well.
definitely not.
I mean, like
Yeah,
Opposite.
I'll be honest, like that I was not that way either. But I tell us about how was it for
I
you,
feel
John?
like for like I really realized it in high school, I think. But like things like they've been like working on that since like elementary school. And so like I like began like working harder in like middle school and all that, but like
Hmm.
it's just like a progress. It's just like it's like a process, you know what I mean? Like like it doesn't happen overnight. Like
Yeah.
it's like I would slowly become more and more hardworking and more independent. It's not just like something that like happened overnight.
So
Yeah.
okay, this is a question I have for you. So I know sometimes you like you I don't want to say complain, but for lack of a better word, I'll say complain right now. You're like I guess you complain about like the work that you have sometimes.
Mhm.
So like is that something that would you say like that work's like something you put on yourself, or is it something like you feel like like your parents like sort of want you to do that? And
I mean, I feel like, well, usually when I complain, it's just like, it's not like really complaining. It's just like,
Mhm.
I'm just like annoyed by the whole situation. So like the only thing I can do is just complain. You know what I mean? It's just me
Yeah.
being annoying. Like I don't know how you guys put up with me like last year when I was like January and February. Like all I said every day was just like, oh, I hate everything. I hate everything. Like,
Oh
just
yeah, that's what I was
hate
referring to.
everything.
Yeah. So
Like I don't know how like people put up with me back then, but like
yeah, I don't know how I
I
did
was
that.
complaining, but like I don't know. I feel like like it was complaining, but like I wasn't. It's not like I was gonna change anything. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah. It was like
I was
complaining, but
still
like you still had to do it.
yeah.
I think it's like when you're like when after like your run and like you're tired and then like you say you're tired, like it's not gonna change anything, but it's just like a thing you do anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, it's not like you're magically gonna be untired, like not tired after your end. I feel like when people complain, you know, like sometimes like people complain about like really dumb stuff, and it's just like I don't know. I don't think like they're like bad people for it. I'm just like you kind of need to grow up, you know. It's just like it's not
I
really
get
gonna
what
change
you're
Isaac,
anything.
you're
Yeah.
saying you don't really complain about stuff?
Well, I mean, I do obviously, but
No,
like
I get it. I think
yeah.
he's trying to say that like some people complain about like stuff that like doesn't like request a complaint, like that doesn't necessitate a complaint. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So
Like
Is
like
that a
nothing
word?
dramatic.
Necessitate?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Also,
what?
yeah, that necessitates a word.
Oh yeah, that's a word. But why would you even ask that? It's such a stupid thing to
sorry,
say.
my bad. I only
Monkey.
Okay, wait. I have a question. So like, do you guys like like you guys like I would say like focus on your grades a little more now, right?
I
Like
can say a little more, but like
but you said that like you talk about how like
process
and like you
stuff.
definitely talk about how like you like understood the importance more like in high school, right?
Yeah.
So like would you say you like do you regret not working as hard in middle school?
I mean, I do regret it, but I do also accept the fact that I can't really change anything about it. And even if even if like people told me about it, I don't think I would have listened. Because like I think it's a process of like trial and error.
Yeah.
So like once like you like when in middle school and you do kind of bad, but then there's like not much of a consequence. And then
Yeah.
like high school, you're like, oh, like this is actually matters now. So then you start actually
Yeah.
caring.
I see.
Yeah, wait, I totally agree with that.
That's a good point,
going
actually.
into freshman year, like I heard like focus on your GPA so much. Like I heard it so much. Like I had like some senior friends. I had my sister, right? Like everyone was telling me every day to like, just focus on my GPA. And I did, but like I didn't like I thought I was doing enough and I thought I was focusing enough. But like after like getting out of freshman year and like going through like sophomore year and like entering junior year, like I look at my GPA and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what was I doing freshman year? Like it could have been so much easier
Hmm.
like now if I just like put in some more effort then. So
Yeah, but I
I
do
totally
think
agree
it's
with
like
that.
I do think there's like a problem of all work and no play though.
Yeah.
Because if
A
the
lot of
only thing
parents
that
trying to
you're focusing
reinforce
on
that.
is like work, then I don't think that's good for your mentality.
Hmm.
So I do think having things that you can enjoy for yourself, like take time off of work, is like good too. But like
Yeah.
I definitely understand why people want to focus on it so much. I think for me it's just a problem of laziness. So yeah, it's pretty hard to
Yeah.
you know I'm definitely like trying to work towards doing more.
Okay. Yeah. I I think like I definitely agree with the play thing. Like it's definitely so important to take breaks and stuff like that. And I think it's like it's very like I think like a lot of people like when they see people on the top just like working hard and like getting like what they have, I feel like they always are like envious of them, but like they never see the side of them that's just like working hard and
well,
they
like the
don't
typical
get that
aspect,
play.
right? Where
What?
like you only see like the tip part, like the success part, but you don't see
Yeah,
like the work that
For sure.
like behind it and
exactly.
like all the
And
sacrifices.
yeah, and like they don't get that play that Hanson was talking about. And I feel like I could understand like how like they could go like crazy, you know what I mean? When they
Yeah.
don't get that
Like
play that
can I
Hanson was
ask you guys something?
yeah.
So like for me personally, when I like try to grind on something, like if it's like schoolwork and stuff that's like writing and that kind of stuff, if it's like school and mandatory, then usually most times I'm like I really don't want to do this. But then when it comes to other things like where you have like actual passion, like say like volleyball or like something about like clubs, like
Hmm.
I'm told that like if I'm given tasks for those, like I'll grind like all the time. Like last year, like volleyball, I wanted to practice all the time.
Yeah,
But
I
for
know
like
that feeling.
Mm.
school, it was like I was like nah. I don't want to do this.
I definitely relate to that because there are some subjects that like, I actually like in school. Like I this like always been like a thing for me too because like when I'm passionate about something, I really want to excel in it. So like even like in school, some like classes, right? Like there's some like really good teachers that like make you really want to like do well in the class. And I've noticed like when I get those good teachers, I always did really well in the class because I really liked
Yeah.
the class. Yeah, I didn't want to like let the teacher down. And
Yeah, for sure.
I felt really passionate about it. And I feel like we do need some more teachers that are like that.
Mhm.
I feel like
And
that's a little different from what Hanson was saying, because I feel like
Yeah.
Hanson was saying that like if you were like really passionate about like the subject, you would be like work hard on it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Rather
yeah,
than
that
like, the teacher.
yeah,
That's
no,
just-
no, I'm not saying like it's
Teacher-
all the teacher's fault. Like I'm just giving an example. Like that
Okay,
the
yeah,
teacher was like not only the teacher make me like want to do it. I was passionate about it too. So like same
Yeah.
thing with volleyball. I really wanted to practice volleyball. That's
Mhm.
why I always like went to like volleyball practices and like other places where I could play volleyball, like at Sunday volleyball. You know, it's just like if you're passionate about something, you like it's like a human thing. Everyone wants to work for it. And
Wait, okay, I got a question. Like this goes for like everyone, like including Lodge. Like, so like, do you guys think like if you were like passionate about something, right? Like, obviously, we would like wish that we could make that our like full time career, right? But
Mhm.
do you think you would ever get like? Do you think it's ever true that like? Because I heard like someone say that like, it's actually not good to have something that like you love as your career because it'll end up becoming like a job and you'll end up hating it eventually. Like,
I've
what do you
heard
guys
like
think?
the exact opposite.
Yeah, I've heard the opposite too, but like,
Yeah.
like
No, I think I think it's a case of like burnout.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
Mhm.
if you focus on like one specific thing for your entire career, then
Yeah.
that becomes tiring. But I think so. Like I've seen like some YouTube videos about it. It's like some YouTubers like try to like do a variety of different things. So like if one was like focusing on like say gaming for example, but then like after like years of gaming videos, they get like tired of it. So
Yeah.
then
How
they
do you guys
expand
think?
into
How do you
doing
guys
other
think
stuff.
professional athletes like do what they do for like? Well, I mean, I know some athletes' careers are not as long as some others, but like let's say like a people who do like who play professional sport for like 10 years, like like I wouldn't. Do they get bored of that or? Like,
I
what do you think?
think I think that goes back to the passion thing. Like
I'm actually no. I think it's competition though,
yeah, that
because
too.
if you're
Oh.
like playing professionally, then
Mhm.
like you think you're at a certain level, but say like a challenger like comes and like tries to beat you, and like if
Mhm.
they beat you, you're like, oh, I want to get better. But then like if you beat them, it's like,
That's
oh, I
hella
want to stay on
anime,
top.
Hansen.
I think it's like about competition in the case of sports.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I agree with that too. I feel like yeah, competition and like passion, they both play a part into like people who do the same thing for a really long time, because they just like love it so much and like there's people who like challenge them every day to get better and it just never gets boring for them. And
No,
I
I
just
see.
think that
Yeah. So like
yeah.
in the way like that, it's always competitive. Like it never gets boring. Basically. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, wait. How
Going back to
competitive?
John's question.
Oh, okay. Wait. All right, wait. I want to hear your answer, Louis.
Okay. Um, I've honestly like I haven't really thought of that. Like I've always heard the narrative of always just like going for what
Yeah,
you
Like do what
exactly.
you
That's
love.
why I
what
think like the
you
alternate
love.
perspective is kind of
But then
interesting.
like
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
the other.
playing
I
devil's
always love
advocate.
looking at the other side of the argument because like there's always going to be like well not always like if you're talking to Oscar or something but like there's always going to be
What
logic.
does that mean?
Most of the time there's going to be logic on both sides of the argument, right?
What is
So I
hold
always
on.
love
What does that mean? What does that mean? What did you just said?
I'm saying, bro, you're just always on your impulses. Bro. You're just like a little hormonal little baby. Just
I'm on my what?
whatever. Hormonal little baby. Just do whatever you want with no.
What are you
thought
talking about right
I'm kidding.
now?
I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
But so like that, the question that John posed to us is very interesting to me, and honestly, like it's kind of depressing that you kind of get like bored or like burnt out for the thing that you love.
Yeah, that is depressing.
No, but I think Hanson's right. Like I think it's inevitable. Like if you focus on one thing for too long, it's inevitable. But I don't think that means like you should not make your passion your job. I feel like
Yeah, no,
Like, you
because
can-
you can definitely like take breaks or like try like a
Exactly.
different thing, like a different perspective. So like, I think you can still focus on the same subject as long as you're not focusing on repeating one specific activity the whole time.
yeah, or like having like hobbies on the side too. Is, like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think is,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
something that's gonna relieve your mind and like try different
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, wait. I want to know how competitive do you guys think you are?
Very.
Like in terms
Well,
of
for me,
just
John
in
would
general?
know.
it comes to like different things because if it's like thing I care about and like I think I'm good at, then I'll be like very competitive. But if it's something I don't really care about, but like I can see other people enjoying, I'll like provide like basic like competition. But if it's
Yeah.
just like something I don't care about and like has no value, then I'm like, oh, whatever.
Or what about you,
Yeah.
Louis and Oscar?
I'm not a competitive person. I think I tried to tell myself that I was a competitive person like a couple years ago, but I don't think I am.
Bro, Oscar
Really?
is like Oscar
Oscar,
is the most competitive stuff that doesn't matter at all.
No,
I'm telling you.
all right, what's an example? What's an example?
Like I've had
Music
gym.
taste.
I haven't.
Oh my
I-
god, I was really
Oh.
competitive. I
I,
was.
I've
No,
had gym
Oscar.
with Oscar for the past 2 years.
We don't have gym. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever.
not
It doesn't matter.
not
Oh
this
no,
year.
are
But like
you
for
a
the
gym
past
sweat,
for
Oscar?
freshman and sophomore year, dude, he would go so hard on like
Nah,
pickleball
we were playing
or like
pickleball,
badminton,
bro.
and like he like pushed me. He like get
I
mad at me.
dude,
I'm
why
like,
you lying?
dude,
Why
like
are you lying to
you're
them?
not good. Like why are you trying to step up to me? Like you're not good.
Nah, I'm a pretty not confrontational person on the most part, just because like I don't know, I'm just not like
Wait, Oscar,
a
you know what's weird
competitive guy.
though? I feel
What's
like
up?
I feel like all your idols are like super competitive.
A lot of my
and
idols are very
Facts.
competitive. Like I was a huge
What
Kobe
happened
Bryant
to you,
fan.
bro?
I don't know what happened to me, but no, it's just I think it goes back to like, can you really change like who you are like in that way, like your personality, like
I think once
like
you meet the right
like
person, that
like
it,
you see someone
comes.
who's very competitive, like can you like change, can you mold yourself so that you're competitive too? Because that's like something like that's a very like inner thing, like a very close part of you, right? Like, can that change? What do you guys
I
think?
feel like if you find something you're like really passionate about,
Yeah.
like someone like one ups you in that, then I think you're like that
Yeah.
like triggers like a competitive like thing in you. Because I used to be like not competitive at all. Like no matter like what in like games, like sports, like school, I just didn't care. But then like I think I started playing volleyball, and then after like a whole season of losing, I was like, okay, no, I want to win.
Bro,
So I
that
was like,
that
all right,
was
and that like snapped. I like that like triggered something in me, and I'm like, okay, like now I like if
So,
it's
so
something I'm
Hanson, so
passionate about,
you
then
think
I'm
like
definitely competitive.
everyone's competitive then? You think like everyone's competitive by nature, and you just gotta find the thing that makes them competitive?
I think everyone has like potential to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also about like understanding like that you have a chance to be competitive. Like, cause for me at least, like whenever like I was sort of like if like it was ever a competition of anything, like I would just start to think like oh yeah, I mean like I don't really have a chance anyway, so like I'm just not gonna be competitive. But like I think you try to think about like no, like I do have a chance, and like then you like start like thinking like okay, so if I do have a chance, then like I should really try. And
Personally, for me, like if you have older siblings, you'll know what I'm talking about. You have that sort of inferiority complex where you're always trying to beat your older brothers or sisters or whatever. So like you're gonna like turn out to be competitive, I think. And like if you meet people along the way that are just as, if not more competitive than you, that just like forces you to like up your game.
Okay,
it's
wait,
like oh never mind, go.
okay, wait. I have a question. So do you guys view competitiveness as like a positive or negative thing? Because I feel like there's a lot of people who view it as both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's
yeah.
definitely both.
I think it like to
I
a
think it's
certain
both.
degree, yeah, like it's
Yeah.
good, but
When,
then
when is
like
it negative?
okay,
Like-
see for me, because I've
Yeah,
had
you
this
go.
one classmate for like a bunch like of I've known for a long time. Like I've known him since first grade. So like he's like highly competitive. So like I think like since like knowing him and like seeing him like go through different things, I've seen like all like the whole like spectrum, I guess. See like some like when he's competitive about like say like school, then like he'll do his best to like study and whatever.
Mhm.
But like when he got to a certain point, it's like he can't handle people he thinks are like not as good as him to like somehow like rise above him, and then like he might break down or something. Because I remember this one time like we were in the same class and we took a test, and then like I got higher than him, so like I guess he like viewed me as like not as intelligent as him, which is like fair. But then like
Out of pocket.
he
Out of
he
pocket.
he like he saw it and he was like he had like a crisis, you know. So I'm like, yeah, okay, like competitive is like being competitive is good, but there's like a certain degree that you know is a bit too far, you know.
So
Yeah.
so for you, it's always just like a threshold that divides like the positive and negative. Like when you get too competitive, it's just negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
about
think
you,
it's
Isaac?
I think like it's like to the point where you can make like other people like not enjoy something. Like for example, be like if you're like too competitive about like this one sport, and there's like people who are like once again in that sport too, and like you're like overly competitive about it, and you're like pushing them around and stuff, like, and you make them lose interest. I feel like that's like the line that
Oh
you
yeah, like you
cross.
turn them off of it.
Yeah.
I think that's happened to me before.
Yeah. Like I feel like
Because-
yeah. Oh no,
yeah,
you go.
no.
But
So
then I feel
when
like
I
for
was
that.
little,
Oh, okay, wait,
Huh?
wait, tell your story first.
okay, yeah. So when I was little, I was like signed up for a basketball thing, but then like all the other kids there were like already super into basketball,
Mhm.
and they're like really
That was
competitive.
me
So like
too,
when I
yeah.
messed something up, I was like yelled at. So I was like, nah, that's too
I
much
feel
for
like
me.
okay. So the thing with that though is I feel like it's not like such a clear threshold then because I feel like I feel like it more so depends on the environment you're competitive in. Because I feel like if you're like super competitive, right? But like you're a pro athlete, you know what I mean? Like no
Yeah.
one's
That's a good
like
point. That's a good
like
That
point.
makes
it's not
sense.
gonna
That's
be
good.
it's not gonna be bad.
Yeah. I
I
think
think
that like makes a
also
lot of
like
sense.
I don't know if you guys mentioned this because I was like on for a second, but like if you have friends and stuff like that, like competitive sometimes like can end to like the end of like friendships too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
so that's why I think it's always like the environment or like the situation.
yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
I
Whether
think
it
there are
calls
certain
for
times where you should just be like, okay, like I'll just step down and like not
Yeah,
like
like let them have the W.
yeah, like just let them
Mhm.
be that right. So I agree. I think it
Let
depends
them
on the
have the
situation.
W.
Yeah, let them have the W.
Hell no.
Yeah, Louis the competitive one.
This is the perfect example of when not to be competitive, and being competitive is bad, Louis. This is the perfect example.
I think you should give your 100%, and then like if it doesn't work out, then yeah, you can accept.
All right, Lou, let me ask you a question. If it comes down to getting like this goal that you want, like that you're competing with someone else with, but then like you gotta like, but like your friendship with like me or like your friendship with John breaks, like what are you picking?
Or like a would you rather type situation.
I guess.
Wait, so is it you or John? Because then I have different
Does
answers.
the answer change?
I'm just kidding. 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 I'm just kidding.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
kidding.
on.
I'm
Pause,
Don't
kidding.
answer this. I
Oh
don't want
my
to hear the answer no more.
Oh
Stop
my
talking.
I'm just kidding. I would
Alright.
like how important is this goal to me? Is it like something that like won't matter in the long run? Or
All right,
will it,
maybe not like maybe not like your life's like everything you've ever dreamed for, but more like a
give one for Louis, like because you know Louis,
yeah, I know Louis.
Like, give a hypothetical for
yeah,
Louis.
you know.
All right, like if we're both running for the same board position and we're very competitive and it ends up like our friendship could like break over it, like
Okay, but if our friendship breaks over that, are we really friends then?
dude, it's a hypothetical. Can you just answer the question?
Okay, but it's not a good hypothetical.
All right, fine. You make a hypothetical.
Yo, this is like watching a married couple argue. Let's move on.
Oscar, you're
This is
asking me
actually
a
watching a
question.
married
Why would
Wow,
I
okay,
make a
okay.
Okay,
hypothetical
I
situation?
asked you a question that I thought was good, and you just started talking about it's not a good hypothetical.
Okay, I'm trying to get the context behind it. You're not offering
It's
any
over.
context at all.
We're not. Louis, read the vibe. Okay,
This is literally
we're
watching a
moving on.
married couple like airing out their laundry.
No,
Like
Oscar,
Okay,
it's
okay.
over.
What if I present a hypothetical for you guys?
Okay.
Are you
Okay,
present
say
hypothetical
you
answer?
both like the same person, all right? And you
Oh,
both
that's
think
good.
that person is the one, okay?
This has already been played out before.
You gone, guys?
I'll tell you what happened. Not the
Hello,
full
I'm
story, but
back.
I'll tell you in a nutshell.
Welcome
Okay.
back, John.
In a nutshell, so this basically happened already. I did something very
Hey,
I'm
we
stupid.
gotta
sorry,
say
I'm
this for
sorry, I
1,000
didn't know, I
plays.
didn't know.
This is the 1,000 plays.
Nah,
thing.
Oscar, you gotta
do-
say it for
This
1,000
is
plays.
the
I'll
1,000
say,
plays.
I was gonna give like a very rough. All right, whatever. I won't say it then. Sorry.
Nah, just
You guys had to
answer the
wait.
question. For me, I would. Oh, that's so hard.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
so
It definitely
hard.
depends.
I-
Yeah, that's a
I-
really
I-
good
I-
one.
I-
Okay, if it's a
Yeah.
girl and
What do you mean if it's a girl?
Oh, is it
Whoa,
gonna be a boy?
Oscar,
Could it be a
Oscar,
boy?
let me. Okay, so if it's a person I'm into, and
Okay.
it's not someone I think like I really like vibe with, then it's like, all right, you can have her. But if it's like she could,
But we
like,
both think she's the one though.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
if we
hypothetically, like
both think
she's the one.
she's the one that like we could marry and like have kids with, like it's gotta come down to like rock
Honestly,
paper scissors or something.
I could definitely.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, I.
Yo, they're
I
an object now.
He said
I'd let
rock,
the girl
paper,
choose.
scissors.
I'd let the girl.
Oh, facts. Yeah,
Yeah,
let the girl
the
choose.
girl
Be
should
honest.
choose.
Oh, yo,
All right,
it's like
but then, will we be friends after that though? Like, would you be friends with
It'd be so
would you be
hard
friends with
to.
that person like after? Would you
Yo,
guys?
that's a Barney Robin Ted situation.
Yo, let's
no
go.
No spoilers, D. No spoilers.
Oh,
I'm just
you
saying.
just spoiled the entire show, low key,
I'm
just
just
by
saying.
saying that.
I
I'm just
think
saying.
I think that's like in that situation, like when the girl answers like, and if you could be friends afterwards, like that's just like how they do it, you know? If they're like rubbing it in your face and crap, right? Then like it's kind of like
Oh, that's
I
messed
don't want.
up. That's
Yeah,
messed
like
up.
that's messed up. And like
Facts.
I've seen some people do that, and I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? Like,
That's out of pocket.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's
Oscar, but
just-
we didn't
it's
answer the
just-
question though.
What question?
Would we risk our friendship? Would we sacrifice our friendship for like a girl?
For the girl. What would,
For
which
the
one?
girl.
Female.
That's
We
tough.
didn't answer the question.
All right, cause it's you. Like you hung out so much.
Like
I
we've
would
already
say-
had our time, so let's just.
No, I'm
like,
saying,
drop you.
cause it's you, and like what we've done together, and like I would say I would still try and be chill with you and everything.
No, but would you choose me over the girl though? You're
Oh,
not
would I
answering
choose you over the
question.
girl? Oh,
You're not answering the question.
all right. If we both think she's the one, or if like I think she's the
We
one,
both think she's the one.
I gotta let her pick, bro. I gotta let her pick. I can't.
You're not answering the question.
I gotta let her pick.
Louis, what's your answer?
I choose the girl.
You lying?
Damn.
I'm putting you in the
I'm
waiting
the-
room.
Yo, yeah,
You got.
Bro really said he would pick a girl.
Oh my god.
Wow, I would have accepted if he said I would let the girls choose. Hey, first of all, for the ladies, okay, consent, okay, I would let you choose. You have a say.
Hanson's nodding approvingly.
Yeah, I agree. I concur.
Second of all, how could you do that to me? Really, Louis?
You know, Oscar, I think Oscar, I think both of your perspectives have been changed based off of what has happened.
I agree. No, I was just kidding. I mean, maybe I should put him back in. Should we?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
should.
should we?
Alright.
Is he not like the third host? What?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, put it back
so
in. Put it back in.
Yeah, bring it back up.
I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. Yeah. There he is.
Hi.
Welcome
Louis.
back, Louis. How was your vacation?
Dude, that's the longest I've ever been in the waiting room.
I bet you got a little nervous.
I did. I was like, "Oh, let me in." Am I like?
All right. Let's go. Let's call it T. Let's call it T.
All right, time out.
Bruh.
Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Make sure you check out Broke Boba Boys on Spotify.
Hey, thank you.
Are you guys on Apple Podcasts yet?
I am trying to get us on there, but
Okay, probably
wanna-
wanna, by the
I-
time we release this, it'll be up there. Apple
well,
Podcasts,
I mean,
Spotify, Instagram, YouTube. Check them out.
yeah.
Of course, you gotta check out your
Please watch our stuff too.
Lodgecast on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, not
You're on
YouTube.
TikTok?
We're on
course.
TikTok, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Not
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
though. We're not on YouTube, so do not check for Lodgecast.
Bro,
on
I
YouTube.
think you should be on.
We
YouTube.
are on YouTube, bro. So sad. The YouTube dying low key.
we are on YouTube.
Episode.
Bro, Isaac, wait. Before we cut out, like, how did you get 130 views?
Bro,
on-
I don't even know.
That's crazy.
All right. For all your
So-
Spotify for all those Spotify listeners, give Louis some ray of hope. Like, why? Give it a view.
Hey, Louis, you got a couple likes on that last video, though, right?
That was all of my accounts. Bro.
Yo, one of
I
those,
was-
like,
No.
I got on my personal, on my school account, on my
I like
dad's
it,
account.
man. I like it.
Yo,
I
you
like-
know
I
what,
like that
yo,
one,
I'll
too.
come just to like it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Stay
of
past the
course,
first
yeah.
minute though, cause that like counts as a view.
Bro, no
Okay,
one
okay.
stayed past the second minute for us.
Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Check us out on our socials and see you next week. See ya.
Alright, sick.